Guys, there is more reasons than I could possibly think of off the top of my head of why the 2021-22 NBA season is going to be so highly anticipated. To start off, we have a majority of the teams in the league coming for the top to dethrone the reigning champion Milwaukee Bucks. Along with this, there were some crazy free agent moves and some new look contenders that might surprise some people. Along with this, there are many top tier trades that haven't gone down yet, but we are just waiting for the question of when they will. However, there is one major point that comes to mind that I think I can confidently say has every single NBA fan excited for this next season. And that one point in common is this man right here, Klay Thompson. Besides the fact of Klay Thompson just returning to the NBA for the first time in 2 years, I think a decent amount of NBA fans are still overlooking this and don't understand to what degree Klay Thompson will change the landscape of not just the Warriors but the NBA in general next season. You guys guessed it, that's what we're going to be getting into in this video. One sec, if you guys haven't yet, don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoy, subscribe, and turn on those notifications to never miss another NBA video. Love you guys. Start things off. If you are an NBA fan and you are at least not somewhat happy from reading the title of the video or listening to what I've said so far, I'm genuinely concerned for you. Because unless you are a man who dislikes the Warriors in general, I don't think a single person in the entire world hates Klay Thompson. Again, with the exception of Warriors haters and some people that might have not liked his comments towards LeBron in the 2016 finals, that's all I can think of. But regardless, the 4 simple words of Klay Thompson is back should have you feeling some way, whether that's good or bad. Just to refresh your memory, it has been 810 days to the T as I am posting this video since we've seen Klay Thompson play in an NBA game. And getting this man back on the court is going to make or break the Golden State Warriors' chances of being a title contender. And if you somehow don't believe this, just take the words of the Warriors GM Bob Myers himself, who when asked if the Golden State Warriors could be a realistic championship threat, said, quote, "I think that's mostly on Klay." Which of course does put some pressure on Klay Thompson, especially coming back from both an ACL and Achilles injury in back-to-back seasons. The situation of pressure is where Klay Thompson has thrived for most of his career up until this point. And when you think about the idea of adding a talent like Klay Thompson back to your rotation who last averaged 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game, also shooting 47% from the field overall and 40% from 3 on 8 attempts per game. I don't care what the situation of the team is, when you add that again alongside the greatest shooter the game has ever seen, you are almost immediately thrown into title contention. But it is also very obvious to everyone watching that no matter the star power on any given team, the surrounding roster of pick and plug pieces are going to be what gets this team over the hump. And even though there were a lot of rumors about what the Golden State Warriors were going to do this offseason in terms of trades that did not happen or go through, a lot of people are also underestimating the moves and draft selections that the Golden State Warriors performed in the last couple of weeks. As if you were not familiar with some of the Warriors' biggest moves, we will run you up to speed. As the Warriors brought in another recent sharpshooter in Bjelica to a 1-year minimum deal, also bringing back former Finals MVP Andre Iguodala to a 1-year minimum deal as well. And last but not least, Golden State also acquired Otto Porter Jr. to a 1-year minimum deal too. So again, it's obvious that none of these players are stars by any stretch of the imagination. That's what many people around the league seem to anticipate this entire offseason, just waiting for the Warriors to potentially bring in another star to Golden State. Honestly, the thing to me is that even with every Warriors fan wanting a new star to come in and many people around the league anticipating something like this to happen, it was never really a necessity, but because it did not happen, it really lowered the grades that were given to the Golden State Warriors for their offseason moves up until this point. Because while talking about these 3 solid pick and plug pieces they've added to the Warriors rotation, a lot of the talks about the possible star coming to Golden State were centered around the 7th and 14th overall picks the Warriors possessed in the 2021 draft. And with who they selected in these 2 picks in Jonathan Kuminga 7th overall and Moses Moody 14th overall, these are 2 huge sleeper picks that I feel could pay dividends for this Warriors rotation when the season is all said and done. Because you look at a guy like Jonathan Kuminga, who was referred to as a do-it-all type of player and was even considered the best player in the draft by some scouts prior. Not to mention as well, Kuminga has G League experience for 1 year, which I think makes a major difference for a player of his stature. On top of that, you add a player like Moses Moody, who was referred to be a steal as he dropped various picks in mock draft. I don't know, I'm not going to go into this and act like a draft expert and tell you exactly what we're anticipating from both of these players, but I think I can confidently say that with the Warriors holding on to these 2 picks, ended up a lot better than most people would have anticipated. Stay on track with the whole situation of Klay Thompson coming back this season. Warriors not ending up dealing those picks and not adding another star player is really only going to benefit the overall success of this team, at least in my eyes. Because when thinking about the Warriors adding another high star caliber player, I immediately think of the idea of Klay Thompson Thompson getting less reps than usual, coming back from 2 major injuries, which I'm not saying would have a factor on him, but it might change some things up, even the idea of when he might come back. Along with this, they wouldn't have pieces like Kuminga and Moody that they can look to and develop for the future. No, this team is in a win now situation, and the future isn't at the top of their priorities, but there's many different ways to complete the puzzle of being a contender. Along with looking at what the Warriors have done through the last couple of weeks, all in all, I can honestly say I'm the most excited with what the Warriors did this offseason, just because we get to see these Splash Brothers back to the fullest degree. Genuinely feels like it has been centuries since we've seen these two play alongside each other. I think a lot of people have also forgot what these two are capable of, especially when they are the top 2 ball handlers on a respective team. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the Warriors are going to be in the NBA Finals. I'm not guaranteeing they're going to be NBA champions by making this video. I really just wanted an excuse to talk about Klay Thompson and what we might see from him this year, because it was generally well known, again, that almost every NBA fan at least likes Klay Thompson. I also think after seeing this man not play a basketball game in, again, over 800 total days, it really made everybody appreciate Klay Thompson more and truly understand the difference that this man can make for a team. But with Klay Thompson coming back, and I know it won't be for a month or 2 into the season, at least that's what it's projected at right now. Really curious to hear what you guys are expecting from the Golden State Warriors going into this season. Down below in the comments, I would love for you guys to give me some feedback of what you think their record will be at the end of the 2022 season, and on top of that, what seed, if any, they will be in the NBA playoffs. Also, you guys, I'm just going to say one last time, if you haven't yet, don't forget to go down below and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe while you're down there. I really can't say it enough, you guys. Brand new NBA videos on a daily basis around here. You don't want to miss out on what we got coming forward. Support around here has also been crazy recently, you guys. Believe me, I can't say it enough how thankful I am for each and every one of them. So on that note, I just wanted to say one more time, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate y'all more than anything in the entire world. You all know this. And without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video.